Hey, what's up, wrestling community? It is High Voltage Scott Perkins, and it is Wrestlemania weekend. It's Saturday morning, so TakeOver already happened. We are going to discuss that this morning, and Wrestlemania is tomorrow. All fucking 37 hours of it. Plus, we got G1 Supercard. We got the Hall of Fame introductions tonight, and it's going to be fucking awesome. What do you think, John?
I think it's going to be amazing.
That's
really excited for that G1 Supercard.
That's John Olin, everybody.
Hey, guys.
And Ryan?
Yeah, what's up?
Are you Ryan Trainer?
No.
No, it's just Ryan?
Yeah. I'm like Cher or Madonna.
Oh, okay.
Or Bono.
Or Bono.
Prince.
Not like Bono. Fuck Bono.
Exactly.
Yeah, last night we got to see Matt Riddle face Prince. That was weird.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching it with a kid who had no idea who anybody was because he doesn't actually watch wrestling, and Ricochet came out and he was like, "Oh, is that Prince?" And I was like, "No, there's like actual Prince is gonna come out."
Prince, if he was 2 feet taller.
2 feet taller, and yeah, probably more athletic than Prince was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. According to Charlie Murphy, he was pretty athletic.
Yeah. I mean, he could spin a basketball on his finger.
Game blouses.
All right, and just for everyone, the current temperature in New York City is 43 degrees. Traffic on the 109 is not looking too good, so you might want to find an alternate route.
East Rutherford, New Jersey.
This is Ryan with the Blade Job News.
If you're Ubering, make sure you have a buddy.
Fuck Uber.
Yeah, Lyft for life.
Yeah,
Still
fuck
make sure
Lyft.
you have a buddy.
I drive
Yeah.
a car.
Yeah, travel in packs.
Yeah.
Wolf packs.
I don't know, that joke, I don't know where it came from. I just was on the Weather Channel. And
I
was
liked it.
What's the fucking weather in fucking New York right now?
Yeah, that's what I want to know tomorrow because
I hope it rains.
no, it's not supposed to rain, but it's supposed to be like 65 for the high.
Good
Yeah.
for them.
But that's at about 3, 4 in the afternoon, and then it starts getting a bit chillier.
I'm only happy when it rains.
So
Shut the fuck up.
I want to know.
Everyone,
Garbage. Nice. Did she die?
No, she's still alive.
No.
Okay.
Bring a sweatshirt to WrestleMania if you're going.
Cranberries.
Cranberries. Okay. Bring a better.
You're
jacket.
probably listening
Yeah.
to this after WrestleMania anyways, because if you're at WrestleMania, you're way too busy to listen to
Yeah.
this shit.
What's up, Graham? Matt Willis with your dope hockey jerseys.
Dope.
High of 68 at 4.
Yeah.
But it looks clear throughout the night.
Yeah.
After
but,
2 p.m.
But you know what's going to be crazy? At about fucking 2 a.m. when the women's main event fucking happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be
like negative
cold.
6.
It's going to be very cold.
They're going to be able to cut glass.
Yeah. Ronda Rousey doesn't wear a lot of clothes.
She really doesn't.
Charlotte
She wears a
kinda
sports
does.
bra and like fucking booty shorts.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a lot of clothes.
No.
I would imagine on their giant light stanchion thing, they have
Them
like heat lamps
something.
or just the lights themselves. I mean, stage
Yeah.
lights give off
There's enough of those.
quite a bit of heat.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, there's 80,000 people who are all literal generating space heaters.
That's
Yes.
true, too.
Just, that'll, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That crowd is going to be smelly.
No, well,
I mean, it's a fucking
this
WrestleMania
isn't
crowd.
WrestleMania 31 at Santa Clara Stadium when it was fucking 90 degrees out and the sun was baking us
Yeah.
in the crowd.
I was pretty baked myself.
I was not until after. I don't know, was it before Mania? I don't know. Yeah, it was nice.
I know that's the nice thing about like pens is you could just put it in your pocket and be like, oh.
Well, this was like
Yeah.
kind of before.
Yeah.
I mean, California was late, but it wasn't like San Jose wasn't one of those towns that was full of dispensaries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was only legal for medical patients. But I don't know. I got weed from someone. I think it was it was trash bin, not trash can. It was one of trash can's relatives. Maybe, I don't know.
This is the green
This
recycling
I don't know how
bin.
this joke is going over because it really makes no sense to anyone but me.
I
But
don't
that's
get it.
fine. It's fine. So TakeOver, that was pretty cool.
Takeover was good.
Okay, so
It was short and sweet. And
what's the
fucking,
thing? 3 hours, 5 matches.
Yep.
Just to the point. 5 matches in main roster is a 4-hour pay-per-view, and they somehow managed to put like 12.
Yeah.
It's crazy. WrestleMania has 16 matches.
Yep.
3 are on the pre-show. Luckily, the 2 battle royals are on the pre-show, so those will go quick and like.
They're not
whatever.
that quick.
Well, no, because they're battle royals.
Yeah.
Everyone starts in the ring as opposed to a Royal Rumble where it takes 90
Right,
minutes. to
but
get
you're
everyone
not
there.
having people thrown out every
Well, no, because you're gonna have
30 seconds.
Braun Strowman is gonna eliminate like 14 people in like 10 seconds because that's what they like to do.
Take that, Primo and Epico.
Yeah,
Are
and
they still on the roster? They're still on the roster.
Pro-
They're still on
Probably.
the roster. And Colin Jost and Michael Che. That'll be a 5-minute segment.
Oh yeah, they'll do something silly.
They'll probably
jump out themselves.
They're probably gonna eliminate.
They'll probably do like Drew Carey in the Royal Rumble, where he came out and tried to pay Kane off, and then was like, "Nope, I'm good," and just eliminated himself.
And then Pete Rose came out and got tombstoned like 4 years in a row.
Did he strangle somebody first?
Pete Rose?
No, that's not who I'm thinking of. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go over
Pete
quick.
Rose, right?
Pete the Strangler?
No, the coach. The strangled his player.
Yo, what? No, what the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
Pete Rose was
He's a
betting
baseball
on baseball
player.
games.
I know, but I thought he was a coach afterwards. Never
No,
mind,
God,
forget
Yeah,
it.
he was betting on his own team's
I'm going to say
baseball
something
games.
of some relevance real quick. Here are the confirmed entrants into the men's under the whatever. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ali, because, last names suck.
Yeah.
Or first names
Forget
suck.
the fact that we used to call him Mustafa.
Andrade. Apollo Crews, who at one point was just Apollo.
Wait, he got his name back?
He's Apollo
Yeah.
Crews
Nice,
again.
good for him.
Bo Dallas, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, Chad Gable, Colin Jost.
He's a
Jost.
comedian.
Yeah, whatever. Curtis Axel, EC3, Grand Metalik, Heath Slater, Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal, Kalisto, Carl Anderson, Mr. Anderson, Connor Lindsay Dorado, Luke Gallows, Matt Hardy, Michael Che, the other fucking
He's
SNL
a comedian.
guy. No Way Josie, Otis. I love Otis.
He used to have a last name.
True. Rhino.
He didn't.
Shelty B.
Wait, Rhino?
Yeah.
I thought he retired.
Nah, he came back like the next week.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Titus O'Neil, Tucker, Tyler Breeze.
Tucker used to have one,
Victor.
too.
Those are the confirmed assholes. Mr. Anderson / Mr. Kennedy is not in it, speaking of assholes.
No.
Unless he is.
But Mr. T might be in it.
He could be.
pities the foo.
Wait, he's dead.
No.
Mr. T is not dead?
You
The fuck
shut
are
your
you
mouth.
talking about?
Mr. T's alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, and well. He's alive and well.
Okay. I hope so.
Anyways, but NXT
Cut your jibber jabber.
Takeover.
What?
Takeover. It was a good show.
That was good.
Take over New York.
Takeover New York, even though it was in Brooklyn, and they could have had Takeover Brooklyn 37?
Probably something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, they still referred to it as Takeover Brooklyn 3 during the broadcast.
They've already had Takeover Brooklyn
Or
3.
Takeover Brooklyn 4, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they did refer to that because they talked about how Gargano had never won at the Barclays Center at Takeover. Like, so it's continuity-wise.
Oh, that's right, because they said 4 pins in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope, though. I liked it.
So, opening contest was the Tag Team Championships between the War Raiders. Warbeard Hansen, Ray Rowe. Or just Hansen and Rowe now.
Yeah.
But it'll always be Warbeard and Ray Rowe to me. Against Ricochet and Aleister Black. Ooh.
Warped Tour Undertaker.
The guy who I think has the most opportunity to be the next Undertaker. Like, I feel like he could be that guy who just takes on the mantle of the dark.
Of Spooky?
Like, yeah, pretty much. Like Bray Wyatt tried to do, but booking didn't really understand what to do with him.
Yeah.
Because he was in business for himself. He was doing all his own promos, and then creative had to work around them and figure out how to use them, and they couldn't.
It'll probably be Finn first,
I don't think so.
just because Finn's older.
I don't think so. Finn's not going to be that guy. He's not going to... Because Black... So this is Black's first WrestleMania. This is the opportunity for Black to either begin a streak or... Because I'm pretty sure that he's going to win the tag titles. And I'm not saying that Aleister Black's going to have the streak, but making him a WrestleMania mainstay is part of being that person in the company.
Right.
The Spooky WrestleMania guy.
Spooky WrestleMania guy.
Spooky.
Anyways, so tag title match, War Raiders, Ricochet and Aleister Black, who won the Dusty Road Classic, and the match didn't disappoint. I mean,
No, it
what
didn't.
did you expect?
Lots of moonsaults.
Yeah, I think it was great that they had those two teams together for Ricochet and Aleister Black's last match. It's like, put them with their boys.
Yeah.
Fucking who, both teams are excellent, 4 guys who are excellent wrestlers. Have them do their thing, show off, and send them off, and it was lovely.
I liked the adorable little sit down thing that Alistair and Ricochet did together.
No, Ricochet looks like his little brother who's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Hey,
I'm
let me
doing
get
it
it
too.
too.
I'm doing it too. I'm doing it too.
Look at me, guys.
He's got the fucking Mad Catz PlayStation 2 controller that's not plugged in. And
It was funny
Alistair's
that
got like
he-
the Pro Sony controller.
It was funny that when Alistair landed, he turned to look for him, and Ricochet went running over. Like, oh yeah, that's right.
At first, I was like, I hate when they just shove tag teams together. But then you look back recently, that's actually worked out really well for them. The Bar.
Yeah.
Like, the Bar they had this amazing best out of seven.
Yep.
Was it
Best
7?
of 7.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're a tag team. The mind of the great Mick Foley, of
Right.
course. And I was like, yeah, whatever. This will never work. Now they're one of my favorite tag teams. They
Yeah.
work so well together, you know. And then there was that one time that Cesaro exploded his mouth on the ring post.
Yep. And when he ripped the beach ball, one of my favorite gifts of all time.
Yep.
But
And
Ricochet and
Sheamus
Aleister
kicked
Black.
out Jeff Hardy's tooth.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a great way for them to debut on the main roster
Yeah.
because let them run as a tag team for a while, and then when the inevitable breakup happens, you've got the feud between Ricochet and Aleister Black, which, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Yeah.
awesome.
That's a pretty dope feud. I'd watch that wrestling.
Obviously, they didn't win because they are main roster now. You know, this was their farewell match at NXT, and like, Black is a very stoic person, and he was showing clear emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Ricochet looked like he was about to fucking cry. Like, and Ricochet's only been there for what, a year?
Not even.
Not
No.
even. Black's
Like
been there
6
for
months.
2
Yeah.
or 3 years.
2 years.
2 years. But you can tell how much NXT means to these guys because for a lot of these guys, they've been wrestling for 10 years already, and it shows how well Triple H is treating these men and women who work for NXT.
Yep.
Like, they're allowed to be who they are. He doesn't hold them back. He doesn't tell them to... Like, I heard an interview with Triple H where he was like, if people... You know, like, they're like, oh, do you like it when talent comes to you with ideas? And he goes, I encourage it because...
Because I have no ideas of my own.
But that's the best. The best wrestling is when you say, okay, you know, Gargano, Ciampa, you're going to be feuding together for the foreseeable future. What do you have?
Yeah.
And letting them sit there and go, we know what point A is, we know what point B is. How do we get there though? And telling that story, because that's something that's lost on the main roster, is telling a story in the ring.
Yep.
Sometimes people just don't do it, and it's not necessarily their fault. They're probably told, just go out there and fucking wrestle a match and get it over with.
Right.
This isn't about the feud. This is just about a match. We need to fill time between commercials, essentially. You know, but like, you know, NXT, they're essentially, you know, Triple H, and I don't know who else is running creative. I'm assuming Shawn Michaels has some input.
Yeah.
Regal, too, is probably deep into the input of creative there.
Regal was at Bloodsport, I saw.
Yeah, he was like hiding in the fucking balcony.
Yeah.
It was kind of creepy.
It's like, bud, we all know what you look like.
Yeah. Well, I think
He was scouting.
he's not so necessarily supposed to.
Yeah.
He probably was scouting.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
But like, it's like you always heard about indie shows where like.
They heard about this guy named Suzuki, and they're like, maybe bringing him onto the NXT roster might be a good idea.
Oh, Kushida.
Yeah, they signed Kushida.
Yeah.
And Mauro Ranallo blatantly said he is an 8-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
Like, Mauro Ranallo acknowledged New Japan's existence on WWE television, which they haven't done in a lot. They always say, he was big in Japan.
He could not stop with the pop culture references last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought about you like 30 times because it was constant.
I couldn't hear most of it because I was in a crowded trailer living room. But
And you were on drugs.
I was telling Megan, I was like,
Yes.
Scott hates when he does hip hop references that no one understands. And then literally as I said that, he let some like Nas lyric out.
I
or
heard a
something.
J. Cole reference,
Cole,
and
yeah.
I was just like, I don't understand J. Cole enough to know if that makes sense or not, so I'm going to get angry because it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So, but moving on, you know, this was a good farewell to two very, very talented performers who are going to. A lot of people don't have a big chance on the main roster. They will.
They will.
Because it doesn't matter where they put them. They're going to take it and run with it.
And they can just split up and go their separate ways, and there doesn't need to be a story involved. No one's going to question that.
Because they're two of the best singles performers, and they're working really good as a tag team.
Yeah.
So, just give them a tandem finisher, and you're good to go.
Yep. Don't give them a nickname. Just let them keep being
Aleister
themselves.
Black and Ricochet.
Yeah,
I'm doing separate entrances.
I'm fine
Not
with that.
Flippy Black or something like that. Or Flippy Strike.
Yeah. The Black and only.
Flippy kick. Kick flip. Boom. There you
Kickflip.
go.
You know what? I don't mind that.
I named it.
Shit.
Named
Still
it.
dumb, though.
It's a skateboard.
Don't tell them that.
It's a skateboard.
Oh,
maneuver.
and never, ever use the phrase team blank anymore, because it all came from fucking Twilight, and it never went away, and I hate it.
Yep.
I'm Team Edward.
Team Good Bad,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck they were called. I don't know. That was a great match. And then, fucking Matt Riddle,
Yeah?
the Velveteen Dream,
Bro.
for the North American Championship. And the Velveteen Dream was the Statue of Goddamn Liberty.
Yep. It was beautiful.
USA.
It was awesome.
USA.
And
That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my
I
entire
loved it so
fucking
much.
life.
Yep, Matt Riddle came out in fucking Yankees
Yeah.
flip-flops
Yep.
and such. And I was like, bro.
Bro.
The Red Sox lost 15-8 because they fucking suck.
Yeah,
That's
but
another story for another day.
Yep.
Bro.
That match. Okay, so Riddle started the match as kind of, the powerhouse. He controlled the entire beginning of the match. And honestly, it was kind of slow, and it was kind of, because Dream is not a mat wrestler, but I guess he wrestled Matt. Heyo.
Hey.
I'll be here all night.
Dream does a good job of letting the other person do all the work at the beginning and
but
then cleaning
I'd
up.
say after the first 6 or 7 minutes, when that match picked up, it became a thing of beauty. And I'm sorry, but dear God, Matt Riddle, you almost killed him with that German suplex off the middle rope.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He landed
that was
directly on his head.
brutal.
Yep. There was a couple of those. In the tag match, Ricochet did a German to, I think, Rowe.
Yeah.
Right? And he landed right on right on his neck.
No. It was to Ricochet. He landed directly on his head, and then he propped himself up on his head.
No, it happened before that.
Okay.
That happened too, but yes, no, this was happened before that.
Riddle and Dream put on a good match. Now, I mean, we all probably remember that I was not the biggest Velveteen Dream fan for a long time. Well after he was over, I just didn't like him.
Yeah, you fucked up, bud.
I'll give the kid credit. When I said I didn't like him, I stand by that. He was not as good as people were giving him credit for. But he was ready to be that good, and he's finally reached that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where now I look at this guy, I'm still not 100% sold on the character. The character will not work on the main roster. 100% it will not work. It'll be fun for a couple of months, and then it will not transition well. I guarantee
it's going to be a lot of vignettes.
It's just like Orange Cassidy. If Orange Cassidy ever makes his way to WWE, the freshly squeezed character will only last for so long.
Because unfortunately, that's a one-trick pony. Once you've seen that a couple times, because it dictates the entire match.
Dream's
character doesn't do that.
6 months in, they'll have to transition him to that other character that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too, is I think Orange Cassidy is WWE bound.
Yeah.
One way or the other, he will be signed at some point. And this is going to be great because they're going to see this comedy wrestling. They were like, oh, this is entertaining. And as soon as it gets old, he's going to bust out the fact that he's one of the best performers in ring on the planet.
Yep. He's going to go marching in there.
And he's going to do that shit that he does that a lot of people don't see. And they're going to say, wait, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He's going to climb out of that little hill of his.
So, yes, Orange Cassidy is great.
Yeah. We're just talking about the red.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention at all.
And Dream retains. That puts me 0 for 2 for my predictions of last night. I did not do well. I'm going to spoil that now. My predictions did not go over well.
The last match is the only... last match is the only one that I got wrong.
However, the next match for the United Kingdom Championship
was amazing.
It was awesome.
Of Walter
Big
versus
Van Volta.
Pete Dunne.
That whole story.
Slippery Pete.
Dear fucking Christ. That was one of the most hard-hitting matches I've ever seen in my entire life.
When Walter had him up on the when Walter was up on the top rope and he just started slapping him and then turned it into that power bomb where he literally just let go of him.
No,
like,
he straight up like spiked him through the ring.
Yeah.
Like
I was worried he was gonna hold on and like drop him and not let him brace himself, and instead he just like threw him like halfway across
that was
the
one
ring.
of the craziest power bombs I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
That made I like to think that somewhere sitting at home, Kevin Nash and Sid Vicious are sitting there going, hot damn.
Yeah. When did Walter start using the body
slam?
I don't know, because
splash.
I don't watch enough like WXW and Progress and stuff to.
I've never seen him do it, and I've seen him wrestle like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. I was bringing it up that I at least got to see him wrestle Janela at Beyond.
Oh,
was it Janela? I'm pretty sure it was Janela. It was.
He wrestled Dijak at one point.
Yeah, that was really good.
This was quite some time ago, as far as I know.
Either
Matt
way,
Hayes?
he's a large individual who, like, he's one of those guys that wrestles the big man style very well. Like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of bigger guys kind of are lazy.
Yeah. It was Walter versus Janela, and Starr and Blanchard.
That's right.
Interfered.
That's right. And then there was the what's his name? The other member of Ring Conf was there wrestling.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yo, Taco Bell, don't sue us. I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay because you play it through your computer.
Just like ECW got away with playing fucking copyright music. So 685 days as WWE United Kingdom champion.
That's pretty good.
This was the match to drop the title, because I wasn't even mad.
Yeah.
Walter and Dunn. Like, it was
right. Not to take away from, most of the NXT UK wrestlers, but it's like a lot of them you see, and they're very good wrestlers, but they're like characters aren't very well done. Like, it's just, I'm a bad guy from Liverpool. And you're
shit, you are?
I like
like,
Mandrews.
okay.
I like the guy that's with Zach Gibson. What the hell is his name? Drake. James Drake.
James Drake. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of guys that are very good, but it's like to take that belt off Pete Dunne, who's had it for so long, like, you have to have, like when you look at Walter, you're like, that's a bad motherfucker right there. Like, that's...
And it almost felt like Pete was going, you're walking away with this. Like his mentality looked like, I know you're getting it to the end, but you're not going to just take it from me.
Right.
Like, I know you're winning, but this is how we're going to do it.
Yep.
It didn't look at any point in time like Pete knew he was going to win.
Right.
Which I kind of liked that story being told.
Yeah.
Well, that goes right back to what we were saying, is telling a story in the ring.
Yeah.
Of the character of Pete Dunne walking in this David versus Goliath style situation and looking at him and going, I don't know if I can beat him.
Yeah.
And like, you could see that the entire match. Like, he came in, and even like the stare down at the beginning, he's looking at him like, oh shit.
Yep.
Like, what am I gonna do?
Oh, shit,
like, what's
this
my
guy's
game plan
almost
here?
2 meters tall. And he weighs like
Meter?
84 stone.
Did you know that
That's
there's
a lot of stone,
that
I think.
is-
Isn't that like
I think
500 pounds or something?
Yeah, I think like 17 or something would be about Walter's size.
There's a conspiracy theory or a group of people that believe that the David and Goliath story is actually backwards. That the Goliath was the underdog because of the way that the fight was done and how David challenged him to a fight and then stayed far away from him with a slingshot.
It should have been no DQ.
It should have been
fair.
Yeah, and they should have started, I don't know, within arm's reach of each other if you're just going to make it fair. Basically, I'm saying is I don't like David.
Hail Satan.
So
That's all I got to say
that's all
about that.
you got to say about that.
But then there was
JNA.
some women's wrestlers.
Ladies,
There was.
eh?
The ladies.
The ladies.
The
were
ladies,
there.
the ladies.
It was great. It was Shayna Baszler, who's grown on me.
I actually liked her in this.
It was Kairi Sane. Oh man, Io Shirai. This is great. Bianca Belair. God damn it.
Yeah,
She wasn't bad.
Shayna Baszler has grown on me to
She's
the point where
boring.
now it's like, okay,
Yes.
she's a champion. That's fine.
She's playing like, at first it was, oh god, another, I'm an MMA chick. There's so many of these right now. But she has turned it into her own version of MMA chick. And I'd say the same thing about Sonya Deville, who has transitioned into this more like...
No, she's a professional wrestler who just has happened to before be an MMA fighter.
Sonya Deville is my favorite of the MMA chicks right now. Like, I love Sonya Deville, and her and Mandy are fucking brilliant.
Right. Like, she is probably of, you know, the, what is there, 6 of them now? 5, 6 MMA chicks that it's like, she's the best professional wrestler.
Oh, for sure.
She was probably the worst MMA fighter, but she's the best professional wrestler.
Well, there's a reason that she's been on the main roster the longest out of all of them.
Yeah. Like, but at this point, I think Shayna Baszler is better than Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is just a much bigger name, because I had never heard of Shayna
Baszler will replace Ronda Rousey when Rousey goes away and Shayna moves up to the main roster. She'll be right into the title picture.
This was the first promo that it looked like Shayna was actually having fun.
Oh, where she was like,
where she was talking
like
about
zooming on the belt. Like, look at this thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, she felt like it wasn't just like, I'm so good. I'm better than everyone else, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise because I'm badass.
Yeah.
Like, and that's going back to Ronda Rousey. That's how Ronda Rousey feels to me. Like, I'm so badass. I'm better than you.
Let me tell you how badass
I also like that she's moving away from the Queen of Spades or whatever when she. Like, she's still doing it, but not for a long period of time. She did it because she had to. And
she does the little hand symbol real quick.
Yeah.
Which is a cool hand symbol, I'll admit.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I do it sometimes when I'm just standing around. She's got a hell of a theme song, too. Her theme song is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'll get into theme songs in a minute.
I'm happy that she's getting better.
So
her friends still suck, but...
The one thing I definitely noticed last night is Bianca Belair is just the Walmart brand of Sasha Banks. She even does the hand thing, like where she passes the 4 fingers in front of her face.
I did not expect her to be the one to tap or get pinned.
I did. I thought
she was undefeated.
If Shayna retained, no, she's not. She already tapped at Royal Rumble to Baszler.
Right, that's right. I'm sorry.
She's not undefeated anymore, bitch.
She's the losiest.
Yeah, she's the losiest of NXT.
EST.
I figured if Shayna retained, it would be Bianca to be the one, because they're really high on Kyrie and Io right now. They're not going to have them, look weak. And they, in the match, had a clear advantage.
Kyrie has such a good theme song, though.
Kyrie and Io are just...
They're very good.
Honestly, take Tamina and Nia out of the tag titles and put Io and Kyrie in there. Because honestly, as a tag team, as singles competitors, as opponents, whatever they are, they put on one hell of a match.
I'm telling you, Tamina and Nia are in there just because Beth and Natalya are.
Probably.
Right.
They need somebody to be able to do those spots.
My prediction for that is the Iconics are walking out with those belts.
I hope so.
I love Peyton Royce. Billie Kay, I can take or leave Billie Kay, but...
The Boston Hug connection retain. I mean, I
hope
they...
Are you saying that because your daughter's favorite is Bayley, or are you saying that because...
No, I'm saying that because my favorite's Bayley.
Okay.
No, I'm saying I want those two to hold the belts up at WrestleMania. But then, what is it, Backlash? Fucking drop them at Backlash. I'd be
So you
fine
want
with
them
that.
to have their WrestleMania moment.
Absolutely, 100%.
So Shayna retains. I was really hoping that Kyrie would win by pinning Io to start that feud, because holy shit, give me every takeover, the two of them against one another, and I'd be happy.
That'll be at TakeOver Brooklyn
19
or whatever it is for SummerSlam.
Well,
I feel
that's
like
gonna be in TakeOver Toronto.
SummerSlam's in Toronto?
Sure is.
I went to Toronto for summer vacation one time. It was cool.
You bet you didn't see shit like TakeOver.
No, but my daughter did try to throw a rock in Lake Ontario, and it smashed me in the head.
Oh.
It was pretty dope.
It's hardcore.
We have a picture of it, like, halfway in between us, like, already left her hand, not quite
and you're like,
me in the head. No, I was in front of her, so I had my back to her, and she was 5 and can't throw very well. I mean, my daughter's going to be 9 on Tuesday.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. But she still can't throw a rock or a ball or catch. She's kind of awkward.
So there was also a main event. It was Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano.
Oh, yeah. That
Moving
was good.
on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that was one of the best matches I've ever seen. And once again, we planted the seed for it earlier. I don't know if you did this on purpose, but John, you may have done good for once. They told a fucking story.
Yeah.
They told such a good story. I was jumping out of my seat repeatedly during that match because it was just just so well done.
When Undisputed Era came out, because I wanted Adam Cole to win, when Undisputed Era came out, I was so excited. And then when it ruined the first time, I'm like, it's okay. They got 2 more guys. Guys. It's gonna be fine.
Dude, that's what I kept thinking. I'm like, no, there's other guys.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's Bobby Fish, and then it's like, oh no, Johnny Gargano's murdering all of them. Mm-hmm. But that spot on the fucking table.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, when the table
and that table didn't break, I was like, oh.
I was looking at that
his
table.
Face just hit. You could tell they didn't play a replay because they're like, no, that wasn't supposed to happen. His face just hit the table.
I'm pretty sure they used the wrong table, because when he was behind the table and the camera was looking at him, that was the table that had the bar in the middle.
Yeah.
Like the one they use when the Big Show's stepping on it so it doesn't break under his weight.
Yeah.
I think they used the wrong table. Or the spot was the table was never meant to break. It was supposed to knock him out.
Yeah, that almost
I don't know. He looked like
him
he
out.
didn't know what to do when his face hit it. Like he rolled over and it was almost like
that's how Gargano sells though. He
true.
sells with that blank stare
that drives me nuts.
Because you're not sure. You're like, is he really knocked out right now? Because he might be.
I also feel like he does it too quickly sometimes. But that's just me being.
Let me say something about after the match.
After.
Candice LeRae is very attractive.
Yes, she is.
She came out and I was like, you know what? Good for Johnny Gargano.
I like that you can tell that they're all friends too. Like how many times she genuinely was just hugging Ciampa, being excited.
She's like, I get to actually love you on screen right now.
Yeah. And seeing Gargano say, "I'm holding this for you," and Ciampa immediately shake his head no was awesome.
Yeah.
When he hugged him and you could see that Ciampa was talking to him.
Yeah.
All I can picture is that he was like, "It feels fucking good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't this feel fucking good?
Yep.
Like." Dude, you're gonna love this.
Probably making jokes like you only have it because I was injured, but whatever. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Well, the thing that worries me is now that the doctors are saying Ciampa's on borrowed time, and that is, 2 major injuries in 2 years. One being a neck injury is not looking good for his career.
The other one was a knee.
Well, yeah, and his knee, he was out for a year. That wasn't a little. That Seth Rollins was out for what 4 or 5 months.
I thought it was 9.
Oh yeah, because he tore his ACL and his MCL.
Yeah, it's not good when that happens.
Yeah, well, maybe don't try to powerbomb Kane through a table.
That used to be a 2-year injury.
Did
medical
and they
things
Speaking of injuries and coming back, did Janela come back earlier than he was supposed to?
Apparently, he wrestled at Spring Break.
I saw that.
So yeah, I guess he's good.
Hopefully it's not just
him being an idiot.
I don't think AEW would let him do that anyways.
If he was still injured,
yeah.
They'd be like, no. Well, that's and we'll get to that in the second half of the show. But anyways, the Gargano and Ciampa match. I don't even want to talk about the spots. I just want, if you didn't watch TakeOver because you have some misguided we have to boycott everything WWE because whatever. Just tuck your tail between your legs, go to that network that you pay for, even though you say you don't, and watch TakeOver. Even if you don't watch TakeOver, just watch the main event. I posted on Twitter last night, fuck the Meltzer scale. This was a 47.5 star match.
I know. I'm interested to see what he says.
Not at all, because he's an
at
idiot.
this point,
he's a fucking jacked up steroid douchebag.
Yeah, he's kind of a...
I hate him. I really hate him.
And he wears rhinestone jeans. I don't understand it. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, Jose Canseco wears those too.
Well, Jose Canseco's an insane person too.
That's true.
But he at least for the most part shuts his mouth.
Yeah.
And then has his brother fight in boxing matches for him.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah,
and
why
just
not?
goes to bars in Worcester when he was here. He literally, while he was on the Tornadoes?
Yeah.
For the entire time he was here, he was just bar hopping.
Yeah, and he would write his phone number down on receipts and shit. And
Well, because he's trying to fuck 19-year-olds like Ric Flair used to do in the 90s.
This is also where Shaq would come to bar hop when he was on the Celtics.
That's weird.
Goddamn Shaq. Anyway.
That's weird. Anyways, go just watch TakeOver. Put your bias towards WWE behind you and just watch that show.
Yeah.
It was a good
Don't be a
fucking
dildo.
show.
Let me... Who is the Celebrity Wing Hall of Famer? Is it Shaq this year?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
I don't
about
think they
it.
have one.
That's stupid. Should
Yeah,
be
I don't think
Shaq.
they have one.
Or
It
Cyndi
should be
Lauper
Shaq.
or Lemmy.
Yeah, apparently. So I've always heard that Cindy turned it down. Cindy came out and said that's not true. She's never been asked.
So then, how the fuck is she not in?
I don't know.
Fucking Kid Rock's in there, man.
Right. Hell yeah, Kid Rock's in there. Kid
Snoop
Rock
Dogg's in
fucking
there,
kicks
isn't he?
ass. Yeah, Snoop's in there. Arnold.
I went to see Kid Rock once, and I didn't have to pay for it, which is why I went. It was everything I expected it to be, but I enjoyed myself way more than I thought I was going to.
See, yeah,
He sang Old Time Rock and Roll next to an inflatable bottle of Jim Beam.
good for him.
He also mixed on a DJ table while pouring a shot of Jim Beam on the record and then did the shot while he was DJing still. Stuff I didn't know that guy was capable of doing.
Yeah, he's an
Drinking, I knew he
artist.
was capable of that,
yeah.
but you know.
So I didn't even think about this, but I just popped over to look to see if there was a celebrity. I'm not seeing a celebrity, but the Legacy Hall of Fame this year, it has some good names in it. Bruiser Brody is going in.
Yep.
Where's the other one that looked Jim Barnett, who was promoter for Georgia Championship Wrestling, is going in. So that's kind of cool. Who else we got here? Buddy Rose, SD Jones, 3-time NWA American Tag Team Champion. Wahoo McDaniel, which is like the most racist fucking name I've ever seen for a Native American style gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
But he was an actual Native American, so that's at least not bad. Unlike Yokozuna playing Japanese, even though he was Samoan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that blew my mind when I found out he wasn't Japanese. I was an adult.
Did people know at the time?
I mean,
That he wasn't Japanese?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't because I was like 4.
Right, that's what I mean.
I
but
have
did
no
people
idea.
know? Yeah.
I mean, it was also he was definitely during a time where kayfabe was very much alive,
Right.
and you would probably just assume because at that time.
But I wonder if people in Japan were like, he's not from here.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the Hall of Fame this year. I think Honky Tonk, Brutus, and Tori are definitely deserving of the honor. Tori especially, I think she was one of the women who was like, yeah, I'm an eye candy, but I'm also like really good at wrestling.
Yeah.
And she was, WCW woman. Like most of them didn't make the transition.
No.
DX, let's be fair, DX does deserve it. It's still weird that Triple H is going on the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
I'm a little weird about that. Harlem Heat, best tag team of all time.
Why are you weird that... Why is it weird that Triple H is going on the
Because
Hall
he's
of
still
Fame?
active.
Because he's pretty much running the company.
Yes, but he's
That's
going...
like Vince McMahon inducting himself into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, if
Which
they were
I think he
doing,
did.
If they did
But-
rivalries and they were like the first one going in was Vince and Stone Cold, like
Well, no, I agree that he should be in. Like, I agree that DX should be in, and I'm fine with Triple H going in, like, as part of the group, not as Triple H. Because, yeah, someday Triple H will be in the Hall of Fame as Triple H.
right.
By himself. But, no, it's totally fine that he's going in with the group.
And he'll be in with Evolution.
He'll be... Right. But it's like, DX fucking... That was something else, for the time. That was...
DX was if it weren't for DX, the Monday Night Wars may have gone differently.
Yeah.
It was DX and it was Austin and McMahon. That's what saved WWF.
Yes.
Those two, that faction and that feud.
And
That's
taking
what
The Rock
saved
out of
them.
the Nation. Letting The Rock be The Rock.
Solo Rock definitely helped.
Yeah, but the Nation was still dope.
Dude, the Nation
We
was
are
amazing.
the
But you
nation.
took
Domination.
the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
Remember when the Nation was like Farouk, Crush, and Savio Vega, and then they were like,
Mark Henry.
no. Then they were like, let's have a race war. And they were like Puerto Rican guys, these white like biker guys, and all the black guys,
Yeah.
and they're gonna feud, and it's a race war. And you're like, this is like pretty good matches, but it's kind of uncomfortable.
Well, that
So-
was my biggest fear with New Day when they were doing like the gospel singing stuff in the beginning, and I was like, "What are you guys doing? Like, this is gonna be bad."
but the thing that WWE does where they get bored of something was the best thing that ever happened to them because they're like,
Yeah.
all right, this gimmick didn't work. Fuck it. You got do whatever. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
I don't know. Figure it out, I guess.
It's kind of like how the luchadors ended up stuck with each other. The El Matadores, right?
Well, they're brothers.
No, I know, but how they kept
Or
that
are they
gimmick
cousins?
longer than they should have.
Who, Primo and Epico?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Los Matadores? Is that what it was? How they kept that gimmick longer
Well,
than
they were
should
the
have.
Los Matadores. They were
Primo and
Epico.
What are
Now
they
they're
now?
the Colognes.
Yeah.
Shining Stars.
Shining Star. Oh, yeah, they were trying to sell us timeshares in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That was fucking... I actually didn't hate that gimmick, though. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it was super racist.
When I saw Dolph Ziggler do stand-up, he said his favorite wrestler is Primo.
They're super good.
Yeah.
They don't use them.
No.
Like, they honestly put them both on 205 Live.
Yep. It's because they don't have any character. Like, they
Well, that's the
will
nice-
do whatever, but they don't have enough for it to get over.
That's the nice thing about 205 Live is since it's more based on the style of wrestling than the character wrestling,
Yep.
they can
Yeah.
put
Yep.
them there and then help, allow them to build their own characters and then transition. Because, I mean, honestly, the Cruiserweight division should be absorbed into the main roster and it should just be a division of the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they have their own show where they get to showcase their talents, but I think it's
They don't have enough time.
overkill. Yeah, they get let's say, between promos, backstage, this, that, and the other thing, they get about 40 minutes of actual in-ring time a week. And then once a month, they get one match on pay-per-view.
That's the thing is they have a lot of people on the main roster right now, but a lot of those people are people that are newer, that are already in their late 30s.
Yeah.
That, like, they're not going to be here long.
Sorry, just real quick, since I'm looking at the Hall of Fame stuff, China has held the Intercontinental Championship more times than she held the Women's Championship.
Yeah.
She's a 2-time IC, but only a 1-time Women's. That's kind of crazy.
No, it's not. That's China.
That's China.
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
And like I don't know China.
If
obviously.
China held the world championships, I
would've made sense.
wouldn't have batted an eye.
I don't know China. Obviously, I've never met China. Obviously, I never will. But everything I've heard, like everything that Mick Foley says, and Mick Foley is one of those performers that I trust every word that comes out of his mouth because he does not seem like the kind of person who would ever lie just for the sake of lying.
Yeah.
He's
He
not
seems like the
he's
type-
not Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
He's
would
not
just not
Iron
say anything.
Sheik. He's not an insane person. I feel like he's one of the people that's like, if I don't have anything nice to say, I just don't say anything.
Yeah.
And everything he has talked about, how she was the nicest person he's ever known, the kindest, sweetest person. And then I hear the shit that, like, Triple H and Stephanie have said about her, and I'm like, I don't believe that any of this actually happened. I think that Stephanie's upset that Triple H cheated on his girlfriend with her, and she wants Triple H to herself.
Yep.
Like, that was pretty much what it was. I mean, I don't think at the end of the day, I don't think Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are bad people. I think they're genuinely probably are. There's no way that Stephanie pushed all of this, like, charity work on WWE just because she felt like it. She genuinely believes in this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think Stephanie's a bad
And I think
person.
it's probably one of those things where in the beginning it was Stephanie was like, I think she's the type of person that does this, and Triple H just agreed with her because it was easy.
Oh, and when Stephanie was saying this
What,
stuff,
have you ever done that?
like,
Just screwed your wife or
you
girlfriend
have-
because it was easy?
Yeah.
you have to think that, Stephanie
On the
then
day.
was in her 20s. Now she's in her 40s.
Right.
She's a different person.
Right.
She's a businesswoman now. She has children. She's probably looking at her daughters going, oh God.
Yeah.
Like, I would never want a world like the wrestling world that I came up in. I don't want that for them because there's a good chance their kids are going to end up in wrestling.
Yeah.
Because maybe not in ring, but they're going to be part of this company.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
We're going to see a time where Triple H is the crazy old man going, put the black guys together.
Yeah, I'm Chinaman.
And then you're going to see fucking, little whatever the fuck Levesque coming out going, all right, guys, I'm the authority now.
Yeah.
It's going to be adorable.
Yep.
Because I'm
Little kids
assuming
in
they're only
suits.
like 13 when they do this.
Yeah.
But
Little kids in suits.
yeah. So yeah, Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is a long, drawn-out, arduous process.
But
I
it's
watch
such a
it
good time.
Every fucking
It's such a
year.
good time, like-
I love it. I can't wait. Like,
you get to hear cool stories. You get to,
I'm gonna so I've looked at the G1 card, and there's a couple matches I want to see.
the Ring of Honor World.
There's not
Heavyweight
enough
Championship.
matches for me to spend $40
No.
on Fight.
No. No.
We'll talk about it after.
New Japan? No.
What?
You can't watch it on New Japan World.
Oh, I think you can.
Not in this country.
Really?
That's how it's always been.
The Ring of Honor stuff.
What about because it's in New Japan? It's in because I'm pretty sure I watched it last year on it.
That wasn't that wasn't the same thing. That was a New Japan show featuring Ring of Honor. This is a Ring of Honor show featuring New Japan.
Because it's telling me like it's on at 6:15.
Yes, but when you go to try to watch it, it'll be like,
it's gonna say you're not in the right country. You can VPN it, tell you're in Japan,
or just not.
We're not promoting piracy. All right, whatever.
I'll try it.
So second half of the show, I want to talk about something that I did that you guys didn't do because
did you go to Uncharted Territory?
Pussies. Yes, I went to Uncharted Territory, the new weekly television series. Yes, weekly live wrestling series by an independent organization, live in Worcester, Massachusetts, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. on independentwrestling.tv.
8 p.m.
Check it out.
8 p.m.
Seems rather
They were
late.
out. They were
8 to
done.
10?
Yeah, 10:02. I think they were done. They hit time really well.
I wanted to go. I had tickets.
You're dumb. But anyways.
I went to a hockey
I watched
game.
it on IWTV.
Speaking of that, make sure to go on powerslam.tv and get your free month with code BladeJob.
BladeJob.
They got CCW.
They do.
They got bar wrestling.
RevPro, baby.
They got RevPro. They got some BTW stuff. They've got a lot of cool stuff on
They also have
there.
an
Check it
app
out.
that you can get on the Google Play Store.
You can on Google Play.
Yep.
Whoa! Get the fuck out of here. Gangrel versus Anthony Green?
Yeah.
That's next week.
awesome.
That's next Wednesday. Live on IWTV.
That's
Beyond Wrestling
great.
Uncharted Territory, Episode 2. So I want to talk about it real quick because this is an experiment. This has never really been done. Plenty of independent organizations have had weekly series, but they're always pre-taped. They do a show once a month, they tape all their shit, and then they release 1 or 2 matches a week.
Yep.
And that's all. This is live pro wrestling, streaming live in person, whatever you want to do. I mean, if you're near. It was interesting, to say that. Now, I'm still actually forming an opinion on it because it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good Beyond show. It was a little weird at times. So, first and foremost, if you've ever been to a Beyond Wrestling show or you've seen a Beyond Wrestling show in its entirety, you know that there's a lot of interaction with the everything. There wasn't nearly as much of that because they were on a time frame.
Yep.
They didn't have 3.5 hours, 4 hours to just do whatever. And ring announcer extraordinaire Rich Palladino actually went over that. He's like, normally, I like to talk to you guys, I like to hang, but tonight it's different. We got to just kind of go. We just got to go. And that's what they did. They pretty much, matches ended, people got the fuck out of the ring, and they started in the next match, unless something else was happening.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't remember orders because my brain doesn't work that way. The opening contest was...
Drugs, baby.
Probably. Team Pazuzu. So, LAX for you TNA fans. What the fuck are you doing?
Just spinning my microphone around.
Yeah, you can probably hear all that. Jackass. Anyways, Team Pazuzu, which is LAX, Santana and Ortiz from TNA.
Yep.
Or we know them. EYFBO.
EYFBO.
And the Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson, versus... Wait, what? Versus AEW superstars SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, and SoCal Val. I don't know.
SCU.
Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, why did I say SoCal Val?
I don't know.
Because I said SoCal Uncensored and immediately went in my... Wow.
It's okay.
That was a Freudian slip and a half. Holy
fine.
shit.
It happens.
Ugh. Anyways.
You've also said that Miz sucks. I just assume it's always a Freudian slip.
No, Miz sucks.
No.
I'm within my right mind. I am not being coerced into saying this sentence. Miz sucks.
Looks like you were reading that.
Legally, I'm good now. Legally, the Miz sucks.
I think that is how that works.
I will sign a document saying that I am within my right mind.
I really liked Cam Zagami as the host.
So, okay, hold on. We're going to get to that.
Okay.
This opening contest was fantastic. This was such a great way to start that. This match was...
Scheduled for one fall?
One fall, yes.
Yep.
It was simultaneously a great match and also funny as hell. All of these guys worked really well. At one point, Ortiz slapped Kazarian And Kazarian's like, wait, is that a tag? Do we switch teams now? And started just hanging out in their corner. And then about 5 minutes into this, Santana's standing in the corner going, I don't know what's going on right now. It was hysterical. It was a great match. Christopher Daniels he's a fine wine. He just gets better and better. He doesn't look as good as he did when he was young. Because let's be honest, he's not young anymore.
He's an old man, yo.
Did you see the clip of him in Orange yesterday?
No.
He was doing it wearing the sunglasses, keeping his hands in front of him, and they started doing the slow slaps at each other, and it was like they were looking at each other in a mirror.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Great match. Fantastic match. We had MJF versus my darling, my wonderful everything of women wrestlers in Beyond, Kimberly. I love her. She's fantastic. And the crowd was singing "You Are My Sunshine" to MJF, and it was brilliant.
It was really good.
It was absolutely brilliant.
I love his new finisher.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that AEW is letting their guys.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to that in a second.
90% of them were at Uncharted Territory.
We'll get to that in a second. We had AR Fox versus Chris Statlander. And that's the reason I say this match next is because after the match, Kimberly came out to protect Chris Statlander and then kicked the ever-living shit out of her. Heel Kimberly.
Oh. That's the only match I missed.
Kimberly turned heel.
Yep.
And it was awesome.
We already have an annoying vegan heel. We don't need another.
Yeah, but he's not going to be champion come tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck him.
That's true.
Kofi Mania.
I think I muted her Twitter.
We had the Beaver Boys Open Challenge. There was John Silver, the Meat Man.
Love him.
Yep.
And
He's
then
awesome.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Alex Reynolds.
Dude, I love how
Yeah,
the crowd
he
was
sucks.
booing Alex Reynolds and cheering for John Silver.
Yeah, because Alex
could-
Reynolds is like the
Could you
worst.
tell on the stream all the stuff that Jay was yelling at him?
No. I didn't have it up loud.
So our friend Jay, formerly, maybe currently of the Wrestling Haze podcast, is the Beyond Wrestling superfan. And I mean the Beyond Wrestling superfan.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever missed a show.
No.
I love you, Jay, just so you know. I don't think you listen. I don't think you have time.
I want one of those pins.
Just fucking message him. I'm sure he'll give
I
you
will.
one.
I will.
Get me one, too.
I was just kind of propping him on the show. Get him a cheap pop.
Jay has pins, everybody.
Jay has pins.
There. That's how you do it.
Yeah, Jay was saying some shit during the match that was
2 Reynolds?
oh yeah, it was like decidedly Jay. It was,
I really don't like Reynolds.
No,
He was so uncomfortable on the mic when he was talking.
yeah,
he's not entertaining,
but
he's just...
He looks like a 90s background actor for every sitcom.
hold on,
He doesn't want to be there.
Hold on, but John Silver, he's freaking jacked, baby.
Yeah,
He is
dude,
jacked.
Dude, his whole gimmick is freaking amazing.
But like
His sweatshirt that just said Jim on
Yeah.
it.
I don't understand it. Like John Silver fucking is a very good wrestler. He's entertaining as fuck. He's funny.
freaking jacked.
He's freaking jacked. He plays up to the crowd. And then Alex Reynolds, like, anytime something cool is happening, he's just like, nope,
yeah.
not gonna let
The
that
theme
happen.
song, the name of the tag team, you know that's all John Silver.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know it's all him.
So they faced a team that was not supposed to debut until next week, the Aussie Open.
Oi, oi, oi.
I have never seen them.
Yeah,
I've heard them mentioned in passing.
likewise.
I'm a fan. Holy shit, I'm a fan.
Yep.
The big dude, I'm blanking on his name right now.
forget.
I might as well look them up because
Is it Otis Dozovic?
The other one was like the dagger, right? Or something like that. The flying dagger and something else.
Let me ask a question real quick. How is the crowd? Like,
It was packed from what I could
size-wise
see.
packed? They had, like...
It looked like you were like sardines in there. Am I wrong?
no, it was pretty packed.
That's good. I like that. I want Mr. Drew to do well.
I don't know if that'll be consistent through every week, but
It won't.
It's
Just keep it.
Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher.
I've never heard of
what
either.
one of them has a nickname. What is it?
I don't remember. It's not showing it right here, but
Knife.
I think it was
Kyle Fletcher's the skinny guy.
Yeah.
Mark Davis is a
Beanpole.
big motherfucker.
Dude, his
Beefs.
chops were brutal.
So he's chopping. He's going to chop Alex Reynolds. And Alex Reynolds keeps ducking and he keeps chopping Silver over and over again. And then Reynolds goes to duck and Silver just grabs him and picks him back up so he gets chopped. It was really good shit.
Yeah, Alex Reynolds' chest was bleeding. That's how hard.
Oh yeah, he got chopped to fuck. Great match though. Always a good time. And you know, I know we're short on time, so I'm skipping to the main event. That was the Jewish Canon. I'm sorry, let me do it in order. The cream in your coffee. The Jewish Canon, good at Twitter, Bernie Sanders Professional Wrestling, etc., etc. David Starr versus ECW legend, former ECW World Heavyweight Champion, former FMW Deathmatch legend, Masato Tanaka.
That match was great.
So the last time Masato Tanaka was in Worcester was when ECW was at the Palladium, and I was there.
That was some time ago.
That was a long time ago. It was almost 20 years. And then he comes back, and I'm there again, and I'm so happy to see him. He looks great. He really does. He doesn't move quite as fast, and he's not getting powerbombed over the top rope through tables. Fucking Mike Awesome.
He looks like that guy at the bar who doesn't say anything, but when you piss him off, he's like, all right, I'm going to wreck you now. Like, the look on his face was very much like, I don't want to do this. You're just annoying me. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to go back to drinking my Coors Light.
I don't think he drinks Coors Light. He drinks Sapporo.
I hate Coors Light, but yeah.
Coors Light's fine, dude.
This match was great. It started off really slow, but once again, you've got David Starr, who's probably maybe the best on the indies right now.
Yes.
You got Masato Tanaka,
still making digs
who's a legend.
At Walter last night. Congrats, coward. Loved it.
Also facing off for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship in Israel soon.
Very cool.
I bought the Sinclair is Scared shirt that he was selling because the proceeds go
Todd
to
Sinclair?
No.
The Sinclair Group?
The
Sinclair Media or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a picture of his face with a censored bar over his mouth. It's a pretty sweet shirt. I'm actually excited. I gotta wash it first because that's the thing about wrestling shirts is they're like stiff as cardboard until you wash them because they're all just printed and you know they're not pre-washed.
Incorrect. The Juice and Thunder Liger shirt I bought from Dave Cole.
That was he did that on Soft Style.
Yeah.
Because
and
Dave
also,
Cole,
I always get the Soft Style.
Dave Cole cares about us.
Yeah, and he painted all of the ring mats for everyone.
Oh yeah, Dave
and
Cole.
The artwork that's behind.
Yeah,
Brian.
He painted G1 Supercard Collective, GCW, and he painted a Nova Pro, but I don't think it was used because Nova Pro.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this main event was fantastic, and so I'm standing where I usually stand, with my back to the door of Electric Hay, so I'm facing the camera because I want everyone to see my beautiful face.
You were on TV a lot.
I know, because I stand out because the beard. It's nice.
It was the hat too. The hat combo helped.
Yeah, the purple.
Yeah,
the
not a
purple
lot of people wear
out.
color there, so when you had the purple, it was.
I wear all black because I'm edgy.
We're actually talking about how every wrestling shirt is black.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the season pass shirts for Beyond,
those
they're green.
Look so nice. Oh, are they?
They're green, and it's the Worcester City crest, but it says Beyond Wrestling, and it's got a wrestling ring in the middle.
Oh, that's neat.
They're only for season pass holders. We asked Drew about it, and he said maybe we'll have more. I can't be sure. And I was like, yo, I fucking want one, dude.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're standing there, we're watching the match. And then I see a beautiful, beautiful blonde woman wearing aviator sunglasses. I'm like, oh snap, that's Penelope Ford. She's
hey girl.
Bad girl. And then I see her come out, and I go, I'm going to turn around, and Joey Janela is going to be crouched behind the crowd behind me. I turn around, there's Joey Janela crouched behind the crowd behind me. He pushes through.
Ripping them all, bro.
He gets in the ring. He kicks David Starr directly in the testicles.
Yeah.
And then throws a chair to Masato Tanaka, who then wraps it around David Starr's head.
Yeah.
And then hits his cool little running elbow drop, and yeah, that's a cool shirt.
Get the fuck out of here.
Such a great shirt.
That is awesome.
Masato Tanaka goes over David Starr. It was a good match. It was a fantastic match. It was a good show overall. Now, going back to Kamisagami, because once again, we are running short on time.
That's fine.
Was he doing more backstage stuff on the broadcast?
I think so.
Okay,
Because in between matches, he was interviewing people. And
I only saw the one he did at ringside with that guy who won the
He did one with the guy who lost before.
Okay, so I didn't, because we didn't get to see any of that. But so that was one of my complaints, is there was only one correspondent.
Yeah.
But if they were doing more backstage,
I only saw him 2 or 3 times. I don't remember if I saw him the third.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
That's what I wasn't sure of. I love Cam Zagami. He's fucking adorable. I don't care what anyone says.
Dude,
Cameron
is he taller
Zagami,
than me? He's gonna be
not by much.
Yeah,
not by
maybe
much. He's a little bit shorter than me.
Yeah.
Remember when he used to be the so everyone's seen Star Wars, I'm hoping.
Yes.
Okay, so you know there's Jabba the Hutt, and he's got that thing that sends goes.
Dude, I used to love that thing.
Him and
I had the
Malonis.
beanie baby of that thing.
Oh no, dude, him like
That finisher they
Malonis
had
like
was great.
carrying him like that was always fun.
It was adorable.
It was like the big bulldog and the little one in Looney Tunes, the one that would run his mouth.
And that's not a jab at Brian Malonis.
No, Brian
by the way.
Malonis is just a
He's
big
a big
motherfucker.
dude. He's a big boy.
Dude, Brian Malonis is gonna be in the ring with Jushin Thunder Liger tonight.
Did you see them with
so
Dalton
That's like
Castle?
one of the matches I want to see.
What?
Did you see them with Dalton Castle? They lost a beer pong tournament with the boys, so Brian and the Beer City whatever, they had to dress up like the boys, so they were like shirtless with like the little things on and everything.
The boys probably weigh as much combined as like half of Malonis.
Dude, they're so tiny.
Like I saw one of them in the bathroom getting changed at
Lowell?
that show in Lowell.
Dude, they're always just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this was a test of the emergency broadcast system. No, this was a test of can independent wrestling run weekly shows? It's funny because mere weeks after Beyond announces, Chaotic also announces a weekly show. It's going to be on Facebook and YouTube. But once again, it sounds like they're taping matches and then showing them. Whereas Beyond's doing live.
Live in a dive, baby.
I'm really excited for what Beyond has coming. They've announced a handful of matches and a handful of talent. As you said, next week is going to be Gangrel versus Anthony Green.
AG.
Yeah, he's all good.
It's all good. No, it's retro now.
It's retrosexual. May 8th, they're going. Oh, that's weird.
Malonis is a big boy.
He is a big boy. He's a beautiful boy. I love him. It's going to be on May 8th, Eric Ryan versus Ricky Shane Page in a death match on fucking a live weekly wrestling program. I've already made the decision. I can't do every Wednesday. I just can't. I'm going to that show. I might be going to Gangrel and AG. It's tough. The one thing that was weird is since there was no intermission, there was no interaction with the wrestlers either. David Starr was out before the show, and SCU was out before the show, but that was it.
Yeah.
Which just so everyone knows, Scorpio Sky is in SCU, not SoCal Val.
Were they in? Were
What's
they out
SoCal
afterwards?
Val up to these days?
SoCal stuff.
Okay, like
Soul Calibur, I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I also saw
makes sense.
Naomi hanging out with Faye out in WrestleMania.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I'm assuming now.
It was them in the what's his name? Sonny Kiss.
Did Faye get signed?
I don't know.
Now, her and Stokely are an item, as far as I understand.
No, she has a different boyfriend.
Okay, so they're not really an item. No. Okay, but obviously they're BFFs.
He used to come to the Beyond shows. He would sit up in the VIP area.
So, but they're clearly actual BFFs, like Faye and Stoke.
So it was Naomi, Faye, and Sonny Kiss.
So I wonder what their connection is, like how they like would know each other, because Naomi hasn't been on the Indies ever, as far as I know.
Maybe Sonny Kiss.
Maybe.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I don't know what Faye Jackson's background is either.
Yeah.
Like maybe she was involved in like cheerleader training or something down in Orlando. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Beyond Wrestling Uncharted Territory, a lot of fun. I had a good time. 2 hours is a great length for an indie show. We're used to some of these shows going 3-4 hours, and it's like you get fucking tired by the main event.
American Rana 17. That
2 hours. Yeah. American Rana, by the way, at Foxwoods.
Yeah, that's right.
Gross.
I know. I'm not too happy about it because honestly, I don't know if I can run at Foxwoods on a Sunday.
Also, where in Foxwoods?
That's the thing. Everyone seems to think they're going to be playing like the main ballroom, like where. And I'm like, so you think Beyond Wrestling is going to be in the same venue as Megadeth and Ozzy?
No,
like,
I see it more in like it might be in a room.
One of the other
in a casino room.
That would be kind of cool.
Because I don't think there's a small enough venue there for them to have it.
There's a lot of like mid-sized venues.
One of the
there.
clubs could have.
Oh, that's true.
You know,
because that's the thing is everyone thinks Foxwoods. There's an arena and a casino. It's like no, there's probably
everything.
50
They can have it
entertainment
on a
venues.
Because I know
golf
there's the MGM
course.
Grand, and then there's the other thing. There's the ballroom, and then there's the MGM Grand room too.
Yes.
But the MGM Grand room is a theater style room, so you can't put anything in there.
I don't know. I'm curious. I think this might be the first American Round in a couple of years that I'm not going to go to. It's nothing against Beyond. Obviously, I'm a big Beyond supporter, but it's just Foxwoods is a little tough for me. It's a bit of a hike, and it's on a Sunday. I don't know about you. I got to work. But
I don't know.
I'm excited. I'll probably watch
28th.
it. I'll probably watch it live on IWTV. We'll see. I'll definitely at least watch it. It's not gonna.
It's gonna depend on how much it is and what it's like. If it's in a club, I might pass.
It'll probably be in a club.
I know.
Anyways, we'll see. We just talked about a lot of stuff for a long time.
Yep. Enjoy WrestleMania, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and actually, you're probably, like I said, listening to this after WrestleMania. So
I hope you enjoyed WrestleMania, motherfuckers.
Hail Satan.
Mike Aaron put on some pants, slap nuts. Where's the beef? I don't think that was ever one of ours.
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying all the catchphrases.
Omar, I like the neon tights.
Yes.
He doesn't
pro
listen,
neon tights.
but
No,
Melissa might
Omar.
call him.
Yeah. I mean, Melissa, you could tell him. That'd be
whatever.
cool.
Yeah,
That's fine.
We're a fan of his.
Also, Money Money was the #1 song on the day I was born.
Nice.
It's his entrance theme.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Miz sucks.
Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 4,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 110 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
Every Wednesday on the Wrestling Perspective Network, RJ and Michael Berry Sr. come to play on the Revisionist Booking. They rebook a wrestling pay-per-view from the past and try to make their cards awesome. Follow them on Twitter at Revisionist Book, at Michael Berry Sr., and go over to iTunes, Stitcher, and blogtalkradio.com/Wrestling Perspective Network and subscribe. Head over to whatforapparel.com/Revisionist Book and check out their great apparel as well. And as always, you're welcome, and let the Revisionist Revolution begin.
That you can know me. Don't try and play